Hey, you know what spruces up a really boring title screen? Kick-ass music! Yeah, there we go! Woo! Grayman is supported by Patreon. Donate now and receive special early access. I absolutely love this character select screen with Mega Man's face, because he's like, should I kill him? Or maybe I should kill him. But he could die. I would like to kill him. Or alternately, because of just the side eye he's getting, he's just like, oh, I've got another game I've got to do. Jeez. Fine. Hello, I'm the Gray Man, and it's Mega Man 3. We're playing Mega Man 3. Let's start with possibly the goofiest one in the lineup. Let's do fucking Top Man. So, I've already done the first two Mega Man games, as I hope you've watched at this point. Like I said, I'm intending to do all 11 Mega Man games. And this one enters in kind of a nebulous space, because as I said in the previous playthrough, Mega Man 2 was kind of made by Capcom when they didn't know if they were going to get a sequel. Like, they put in extra hours, it was basically a side project. But fortunately, it turned out to be a huge success, and it worked out really well for them. And then they got this greenlit, and I kind of get the feeling that they and the management kind of didn't know what to do with Mega Man just yet. So, this one, a lot of people consider this the best Mega Man game, and I agree it's really good, but the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of like, I don't know if I can call it the best one. But that being said, it still has a very special place in my heart. This was actually the first Mega Man game I actually beat. I beat it summer vacation just after I finished my first year of kindergarten. And I was super proud of myself. I couldn't believe I had done that. Although part of the reason I had done that, it's not because I played the game all the way through. I was not above using cheat codes and other methods when I was still a kid. And I rented all of my video games from this mom-and-pop video store that was just down the street from my house. It was called President Video. It's we're in the suburbs of Chicago, where I grew up. And, which, by the way, that place was owned by an old Korean guy. I'm not going to imitate his accent, but he had the deepest and the coolest voice I'd ever heard in my life. And so you would go in there and try to rent games, and he would just be like, just imagine all of the low end. It was just nothing but bass. He'd be like, hello, would you like to check it out for 1 day or 2? You know, he just sounded amazing. And so I rented this game from there, and it didn't have the original instruction manuals in the games that you would rent. It would have photocopies, which a lot of local movie rental places do. And and because it was a photocopy, people didn't feel bad about writing notes in them, and so someone wrote a password to get to Dr. Wily's castle, just to skip to the final part of the game. And so I just entered that password, and I beat nothing but Wily's castle, and I just beat the game that way. And because I was a little kid, and I was just happy with the fact that I won, I never felt any incentive to go back and beat the game from the beginning, you know, because why would I? So I missed an opportunity to, you know, fight this guy some more, fighting Top Man. Oh, and this was the game that introduced the slide. I haven't mentioned that yet. Which I'm a little bit sad that they took it out. They took it out of Mega Man 9 and 10 when they went back to the classic style. I already killed him. That is absolutely pathetic how fast I killed Top Man. But, in fact, this is kind of a true story. When I first played Mega Man 9, I immediately tried to use the Mega Buster, and I immediately tried to use the slide, and neither one of them worked because they took it out of the game. They went back to the Mega Man 2 model, and I seriously thought that my copy of Mega Man 9 was broken, or my controller was broken. I thought that I had done something wrong somehow. I'm just tapping on my button like, why it don't work? Why is this not working? So, it just goes to show, I had weird ideas of how to play games when I was a kid, and I had weird ideas of how to play them now. Not least of which, filming them and uploading them to the internet for your entertainment and amusement. Probably the weirdest idea I've had so far. That should not be a job. I'm not saying that this is my job. Oh, and here we got Proto Man. I kind of got off topic about the history of Mega Man 3. So this is the game that introduced Proto Man, which is fine. But the thing is that Keiji Inafune later said that he was kind of working with a lead developer that kind of didn't really get Mega Man, and there was a bunch of things that they wanted for this game that did not make it in. And one of those things is the story. And it's not that Mega Man 3 doesn't have a story. It does. It just doesn't have it in the game, which, seems like a little bit counterintuitive. Like, basically, if you read the manual, I'm going to throw up an image of the manual right now. Dr. Wily's pretending he's good. He and Dr. Light are teaming up to make a big peacekeeping robot. Mega Man has to defeat 8 robot masters, and that'll help them make the robot so far. And whoop, big shot, big shock, Dr. Wily is still evil. So that's basically all you need to know. And they did not put a scrap of that in there. In fact, there's ROM hacks where the only change that people have implemented is that they've put, like, actual cutscenes before the intro of the game, so it can just kind of explain what the hell is going on. But what I find funny about that is that from Mega Man 4 onwards, it's kind of driven... Oh, I almost got knocked in there. Oh, damn it! One thing that fans have kind of complained about is that they keep trying to set up other villains, but then, oh, big shock, it turns out it's Dr. Wily again. But I put it to you, they've been doing that as as early as this game. The only difference is that, they didn't put the actual story in the game, so you didn't really put that together when you were a kid. I think I'm just gonna die on this because... Okay, so here's the thing. Top Man's weapon is one of the most ridiculous weapons in all the Mega Man games, but it is super effective against certain bosses, including Shadow Man. But the thing is if you use it wrong, it's going to damage you. So see, like, I wasted all of that, and I took off half of my health. Shit. And I still ended up having to use the Mega Buster to beat him, so... I don't know. We're gonna get a little bit of mileage out of the Shadow Blade as we continue to play this game, but, yeah, that's... Or the Top Spin, sorry. I need to remember how to say words. Just taking a little sip of tea. It's actually kind of funny. So I'm drinking tea right now so I don't wear out my voice while I'm recording this. I just recorded some of the Gray Man fails at Overwatch before this, and there was naturally a lot of screaming, so you'll be able to enjoy that. But I thought what would be kind of the best combination in order to keep my voice in shape, and so what I did is I ended up combining 3 of the tea bags that I had in my pantry, and I just kind of used that. So right now I am drinking a combination of Earl Grey, ginger turmeric, and winter spices. I just threw them all in the same cup. It's working out surprisingly well, I have to say. You can still hear me talk, for one. I absolutely love the beat of this level. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I will be listing off the composer for this game as well. Because in case you guys missed that, I'm such a big fan of the Mega Man music that I'm going to be listing off the composer of every single game. I just started this off and I didn't have it written down in front of me. Oh! And here we got our little pal Rush. This is the first game that introduced Rush with this hot pink thing. I don't know why I'm using him for that. I could have just jumped up there. Looking good, boy. There's probably a joke I could be making right now that ties into the band Rush, because Rush is actually my favorite band, so I can't really think of it because I'm really far into the episode. And this is probably going to be the last boss that I complete before I call it. But that will be coming up. I don't know. Play the riff to Tom Sawyer. Like, that'll kind of be a good starting point. Yeah, there we are. You know, that's the masterclass in humor right there. If you put me on the actual masterclass. Actually, different topic. Before I started... Oh, I can't believe I did that. Before I started this playthrough, I actually saw a trailer on YouTube for the Tom Morello masterclass, the guitarist from Rage Against the Machine. And I'm glad he's doing that. I'm sure it's absolutely fantastic. But the thing is that Tom Morello has been a big influence on me since I was a kid. He's already dead. So I just look at it, and Tom Morello never changes any of his gear. You know, he always uses the same guitars, the same amps, the same pedals. And so I look at it, and I've been reading guitar magazines with him talking about his songwriting process, and I'm just kind of like, damn it, Tom Morello, I love you, but you're not telling me anything that I don't already know. We covered a wide breadth of topics in this episode. So you know what? I'm gonna take a breather. And we'll get back into it in the next one. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Mega Man 3, we're doing this. Woo!